The most important question you need to ask yourself before you ever hit the go live button or record that podcast, TikTok, reel, anything with video, you need to do this first. Hi, everyone. I'm Rashonda Pratt, known online as The Rose Show Live. You're watching Visibility is Power TV. Let's get into it. Today, I'm going to share with you one of the most important questions you need to ask yourself before you ever start hitting that record button, before you ever start doing that podcast, before you ever do a YouTube short, TikTok, or reel. Here's the question. You ready for it? You ready for it? You sure you're ready for it? Here's the question. Where do I want this to go? I know you're thinking that that's pretty simple, but it's really a profound question. What is the goal? Where do I want this to go? Am I just doing this TikTok because it's the cool thing to do? All the kids are doing it, and someone like the Rose Show Live says, I need to do this? Am I on YouTube because, hey, it's a new shiny object and everybody's on there? So certainly I should be there too. What is your visibility goals? And this is so important because in my work as a video visibility coach, when I'm talking to people about where do you see yourself in 90 days, a lot of times people cannot clearly define where they want to be, where their destination is, whether it's more clients, more engagement, brand partnerships, sponsorships, deals, or they just want to grow a following. They're not able to clearly define that. And here's the thing about asking that question about where do I want this to go? It's so important because that will be the driving force in your strategy in order to get there. And you shouldn't be embarrassed about where you want to end up. So if you tell me, I want more followers, then there's nothing wrong with that. I want to make more money. There's nothing wrong with that because it's your goal and you're very clear about what you want that to be. I think about this past year, I've been very intentional in defining what I want success to be because I think in this online space, we can see so many videos, we can watch our favorite influencers, we can even read books that people are telling us what success looks like. Success looks like six figures, it looks like seven figures, it looks like, a yacht, it looks like vacationing in Fiji. And if you like that stuff, there's nothing wrong with that. But I was reading a book called Win the Day. And in this book, he asked us, in order to win the day, don't you think you should define what the win looks like? Think about that. In order to win your day, in order to win with your visibility, what does that look like? Because it may not look like what my neighbor's doing. It may not even look like what I'm doing. But what does that clearly look like? So I started going back and being intentional in defining what success looks like for me. And for me, success looks like creating memories with my family. Success looks like being able to go on a really great vacation and create memories and have stories to tell to my grandchildren and great grandchildren. That's what success looks like for me. So you have to clearly define what do you want? You have to define that. And I don't think binge watching somebody else's stuff is going to really help you go on the inside. It may provide a catalyst, it may provide some insight, maybe some things that you've never thought about before. But at the end of the day, this is your destination. And we may be on the same journey as it pertains to us being seen and heard and ultimately paid, but the destination may look different. And we have to be okay with clearly defining what it is that we want and declare it loudly. So as you're watching this, I want you to put that in the comment section here. Let me know is what is it that you want from your visibility? Is it more followers? No judgment here. For me, I want to crack over 1,000 people watching me here on my YouTube channel. I'm not afraid. That's one of my destinations. That's what I want from this experience. But I want to say it's time out for trying to be coy about it, trying to be humble, um, not wanting to really say it out loud. I challenged a friend of mine. I think about it was about 2 years ago, and we're talking about the financial goals that we wanted for our business. And she had a dollar amount in her mind, and she was so nervous, you guys, in saying it out loud. And I said, no, just say it. Say the number. And as women, we have to be okay with saying big numbers. We have to be okay saying, I want to make 1 million. I want to make 2 million. I want to make 100,000. We have to be okay with saying the big numbers. I want someone to pay me $5,000 for that. We have to be okay with saying what it is that we want and being clear about it, because that's the most important question before you do any of these other things, because it's going to be the driving force. Because if you don't know where you're clearly going, how will you know when you get there? If you're not clear about your destination, you're not clear about the end results, then you're just spinning your wheels doing things, but there's never an end goal. There's never a destination that you want to hit. And you may have already gotten there, but if you're not clear about it, then you may have missed the opportunity. So what is it that you want for your life or business? What do those visibility goals look like? What does success look like for you? I want to challenge you to really go inside. Visibility is power, but visibility starts as an inside job. And I want to challenge you to go inside and really ask yourself, become very clear about what your end goal is to you showing up. I want you to become very clear about what is the reason why I'm showing up to be visible. Is it because I finally get to be the cool kid on the block? That's not good enough. Is it for legacy? Some of you, that may be the answer. Is it to make more money? Is it to create a life of financial freedom? Whatever it is, clearly define it. And then guess what? Along with posting it below this video, tell a friend, share it with a business bestie, share it with someone who's going to hold you accountable, who's going to support you, who's going to cheer you on. What is it that you want from your showing up? And I want to encourage you, whatever it is that you want from your showing up, my friend, you can do it. My favorite Madam C.J. Walker quote, who Madam C.J. Walker was the first African American woman millionaire, or maybe it was billionaire in her time. And one of the things that she says, my favorite quote by her says, I got my start by giving myself a start. She took a bet on herself. Isn't that powerful? You dreaming, you thinking about your end goal, you thinking about your destination is you, my friend, taking a bet on yourself. And if you've never done it before, it can be scary, but I want to tell you, you're worth rolling the dice for. Your future is worth that. And guess what? There are goals that are tied to your showing up. What is it that you want? What does success look like for you? Become very clear on those things, because that's going to lead you on where you ultimately want to go. My friend, I'm rooting for you, forever cheering you on. I'm excited to read all of your comments on what it is that you want. What is it that your showing up is going to ultimately lead to? Become very clear about that, so that way you have some direction. Thank you for watching Visibility is Power TV. If you haven't already done so, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. And listen, if you like, I would really like you to share this video with your business bestie or someone you believe that needs to become clear on their success goals. Listen, you deserve to be seen, heard, and paid, because your visibility is power. Thank you so much for watching.